Hope you're having a lovely spring and going into summer very soon. I've already sorted the cards, shuffled, and we're doing a Celtic cross spread. Today we have the Gendron Tarot, which I'll read a small prayer for, and then we're going to have an oracle card reading with the Mermaids and Dolphins oracle deck. So, I am that which emanates beauty and all manner of life. Moon, dancing stars, abundant earth, ocean's depth to match my heart. I pierce the void and multiply variety innumerable. I am love without condition, for I am all that is. Every act of love celebrates my spirit. I am guidance, sanctuary, your highest self. I am the way home. Hear my call and come to me, for we've been separate only in dreams. Wow, it's a lovely, lovely thought on this beautiful Sunday that I'm making this video, and I hope it resonates as deeply in your heart as it does in mine. So, the Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle is by Doreen Virtue, excuse me, and we'll be getting to that later. And then the Gendron Tarot is by Melanie Gendron, which we'll be getting to now. So in your place, the place of the questioner, we have the Three of Wands. And this speaks of a time after intellectual decision making, when things are just getting off the ground with a brand new idea or enterprise. It speaks of business to a large degree. And this card is a Native American woman watching ships ashore in the distance of the lake as she holds her arms and staffs. And the Three of Wands symbolize air. Three is a power number. It means we've already decided, and yet we are not stable. We are in a sense of work and flux. And so the Three of Wands is assistance, business acumen, commerce, enterprise, negotiations, possible partnership, practical endeavor, intent, establish, trust, and act in accord with divine nature, Scorpio. Okay, fantastic. So, establish trust, work with, swim with the current. What I see is that you've recently begun a new business enterprise, Scorpio. So this means that you are in negotiations and asserting your desires out into the world. You're building those relationships and that network of trust across your path. That is who you are right now. You're very business minded, and across your path we have the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is almost completion, not quite completion. We have gotten a sizable amount there. It speaks of putting the finishing touches on an idea or enterprise. And with the Nine of Wands, we are able to maintain control, anticipation, discipline, establishing order, expecting difficulty, productivity, victory against opposition. Establish an orderly environment, both inner and outer, it suggests. So this is like getting established with your new enterprise, in your new position, and getting organized. That's what I guess you're being called upon to do, is organize and reflect upon your thoughts and your environment and get rid of the superfluous stuff in your life. Slim it down so that you can be as effective and um, concrete and to the point as possible, Scorpio. Okay, so next, that is you, and what crosses your path at this time is the demand to slim down over complications of any kind. What grounds you at this moment is the Deceiver card, and that is here. And it is two people wearing a mask with a wolf and bat wings and just crows and a bat and lots of pentagrams and stuff like that going on. The Deceiver. So that is the 15 card of the Major Arcana. You tricked me, now I know. Life in hell leads easy to an angry tomb. A self-imposed prison leaves no room for movement. The air flows in and you refuse to breathe. You are given water that you do not drink. Thought too good to drink. Thought too good to think. Ah. So, what is the attachment here? To hold pain, as a dear lover, you would draw close to stroke and make your own, so it's a cage, in fact, or a fancy. Who cares? Your deepest heart longs for life. No need to suffer, for evil is life reversed. Live reversed. Evil, all right. No need to suffer, for evil is live reversed. Your thought creates a world of darkness or of light. So lift your torch, it shines bright and leaves your shadow lean. Dancing on the wall of life, obviously a dream. Truth itself is what you are, a choice with no more lies to bind your soul. Liberated with every choice to love yourself once more. Wow, that's incredible. This is about breaking the bonds of attachment, of codependency, of being weighted down by some huge burden that we have tricked ourselves into believing we need to carry, when in actuality, it is a matter of putting it down and assuming new habits, and it is all in our own perceptions. Um, so, the interpretation is material attachment, fear. Bondage of spirit does not satisfy the soul. Release from self-deception, addictive behavior, and indulgence of lowly desires to achieve liberation. We err when decisions are motivated by fear. Lies, role-playing, showing off, superficiality, and vanity result from insecurity and are fear-driven. The enemy is fear. The solution is to trust in God and Goddess, uh, knowing yourself to be God and Goddess. Make sure your decisions are not clouded by fear, but rather based on facts. Temptation arises when we do something for money that offends our soul, or manipulate people and circumstances for selfish gain. Refuse to misuse your personal power. And this, in the sense, in a sense, totally short circuits that entire karmic thing, because when I act in righteous behavior in a right way, and we cut off any kind of deceptive or uh, self-defeating practices, or attempt to completely eliminate those from our lives, then we have less and less drama to deal with, and we can store more and more of our energy for positive things that actually do benefit us instead of just giving it away, giving our power away to people who might not have our best interests at heart all the time. And Scorpios feel so emotionally sensitive, so emotionally acutely. They are have such fine tuned emotional antennas within that they know. They always know when something's on the level, and when someone's just plain, and, maybe they'll put up with it for a little while, but eventually stuff will come to a head. So this asks you, the foundation of what you're going through right now says, even if you're tempted, do not succumb to the quick gain or loosening of one's own morals for profit or anything like that. Just stay away from that drama. You don't need that as much. So, and then in our headspace right now at the moment, this is the Wheel of Fortune, and it's a very, very pretty card in this deck. She is spinning a wheel, and she's making planets. She's already made one, and we have Arachne, the spider goddess of Greece, there in the middle of the wheel, as the goddess is spinning new worlds, new realities in multiple dimensions. So she's sort of like Whoopi Goldberg's character on Star Trek, making, keeping grasp of all the multi-dimensional shifts that are occurring in the universe. Man, that was a cool character. All right, and so this is the wheel. The wheel, and it speaks of the wheel of Dharma, which is our daily practice, as well as the wheel of Karma, which is uh, the overall energies. The threefold rule is a very, very simplified understanding, but it also has to do with the karma of our ancestors, the karma of our total soul experience, the karma um, of good works we've done in past lives, good works we're yet to do, lessons we're learning. It's a lot more than just a balance sheet of checks and balances. So big subject, karma and dharma. And Arachne spins the threads of fate together to make the tangled webs we weave. To quote Shakespeare. All right. So, Wheel of Fortune. You spin creation and weave the fabric of time. This is in your head now. They're both, it's interesting, your foundation, Scorpio, and your headspace above you, they are both major arcana. And then the circumstance you're in is the Nine of Wands, and it right now you are symbolized by the Three of Wands. So that is, I think that things are going to come up um, very quickly for you, because you're currently this three, and yet you have this nine situation, which is almost complete fulfillment. It is very close to a cycle being completed. You are coming to the conclusion of something in a major way. And the foundation of this whole like period of growth from the three to the nine is that it's that devil card, although we call it the deceiver in this deck, because really we're talking about the same thing when we're talking about that. And then uh, and I like that comparison, that wrap up, you know of nocturnal shadow side type creatures on that card. And then above that is the Wheel of Dharma. So it's like, it was fate. was meant to be. The things, these lessons, the these are, I do believe totally in the free will of the individual, but the free will, what says that that free will was not destined or predestined to begin with? We can't really, one thing leads to another chicken and the egg, and we can't escape that cycle of, did we choose that independently, or were we meant to choose that independently? When it comes to, matters of metaphysics, you can't second guess divinity like that. Okay, so, but it leads to good conversations philosophically. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune. You spin creation and weave the fabric of time. Touch initiates moments eternal, is what time means. Stands for touch initiates moments eternal. To rearrange the sentient self and reveal the timeless nature that pretends to mystery. Creative dream within dream. Wheel of motion set to music that only silence plays. We ride a river's countless tributaries to navigate the labyrinth and find a way home. That is beautiful, beautiful. So, in this, the interpretation is maintaining inner balance in the midst of change is imperative to personal fulfillment. You may not have full control of the external world, but you can manage your internal perception. The way you think determines your actions and your destiny. Respect the law of karma. As you sow, so shall you reap. Then, aligned with the universal flow of prosperity, enjoy the abundance, managing your life effectively harvests. Wow. So, be aligned with the universal flow of prosperity, enjoy the abundance of managing your life effectively harvests. So, you are managing your life. We talked about the minimization, the cutting out of the superfluous, and the way you think determines your actions. So you have both a lot of free will here, because at the bottom you had temptation, and at the top you have opportunity. So I know you're going to make the exact right choice, Scorpio, with your intuition and your emotions. Let your heart reign this. So, all right, and in your past, we have the Tower, which means that your past, Scorpio, you've recently had, in your perhaps distant past, you had a complete breakdown of old beliefs systems, a complete overthrow of everything that you knew to be stable, predictable, things you felt would always last and never change for better or worse, completely and totally disintegrated. A lot of life lessons, and we're coming out of that now. We have a lot of opportunity in business now. But there was this Tower, which is more major arcana, lots of flanking this. But these major arcana, they make like a greater than symbol. They make a saying that the past is less, and the future cards are more. So I think that that's significant. The Tower is a very heavy card. There you. 16. All right. 16. So we had 15, 16, and up here we had 10. So that's interesting. And when they're in sequence, sometimes that can send a real, this is the basis and the foundation, and it's related to this card, which was the next one. So, um, it's like this is the last vestige in your present of this negative or difficult influence, is that you're moving out of this, and this is linked with this past card somehow. It's fading away from your present. You've gone too far. Thinking about the past, forgetting the present, slipping into a future now, checking the clock and what to do to make things happen now. In a cage of time and space, Psyche clung to a thread of itself and let go. Cradled in the present, he found peace. So it says cosmic direction, awakening. Castles built on sand crumble. Jimi Hendrix. Releases your life and belief systems. Be prepared for rapid change. So you are in the midst of this change. It is time to see things as they really are. Not facing or dealing with an issue results in shock when the truth is revealed. Is there something perhaps you hid under a rock that maybe you tried to forget about, Scorpio? You have an opportunity to gain fuller self-knowledge as circumstances reveal motivation and character traits for your enlightenment. Health issues tend to involve nerves and psychological stress due to overwhelming challenge, difficulties, stress. Relax your nerves with a bath, soak, a nature walk, meditation, whatever soothes your soul. Be good to yourself right now. So practice ahimsa, self-love, and nonviolence to yourself and those around you, Scorpio, this time. And this brought you to this tremendous time of change. And actually, this Wheel of Fortune seems to indicate that you've paid your dues, that there's good karma coming to you now, that things, this cycle, maybe a world of seeing too much darkness. You think you're just being realistic about the way the world really is, but it turns out maybe you went a little too, glass half empty for a while there. And really, we're talking about now seeing the glass half full. So, in your life. Okay, so next we have the Three of Pentacles, and I love this card because it's kids and parrots, native kids and some parrots and coins, and it's kind of like they're at Parrot Jungle, which I always liked Parrot Jungle growing up in Florida. So this is the Parrot Jungle Seminole card to me, and it's the Three of Coins. Three of Pentacles, artistic ability, business opportunities, success through hard work, talented, recognition due. Wow. Recognize the truth of your being, and all nature will acknowledge your goodness. What is coming to you in terms of rewards, Scorpio, is what you have earned, what is meant to come to you, what is your greatest hopes, and you have already stored up the rewards for this thing. You've already worked hard. You've made the right choices. These things are coming to you. These are networking opportunities, better business opportunities, promotion, acknowledgement, not having to work so hard for basic comforts of life. So if you've been struggling, Scorpio, I have good news that things are getting much more stable, much more positive for you. So your current emotions, environment, these things are the seventh spot, and or this is represented by the Hanged Man one, which is the seventh card of this major arcana, and it is goddess figure, hanging upside down in suspension. So you may feel at the moment that things are in suspension too much. You wish they would get going. You wish that things would hurry up and change, transition, ascend. However, this deceiver warned of that we cannot force time. And this one said that all things in their proper time, to everything a season, turn, turn, turn. And this one said that we are going through a great and amazing awakening. This one said that we would have great artistic and creative achievements and acknowledgement from others. And now this one says that yes, but internally we feel that we would like things to go faster, please. And I guess that it's not the, let's see, it says, oh, 12, the Hanged one, 12. I give me up that I may serve you. I let go resistance, for pain is often labeled love. The word abused desires a tool to invite unity. I meet the eagle. He says, feed me. I surrender. Talons grasp me. Wings lift high over the valley. I see eternity. It looks like your eyes. Wow. And with that, there is this beautiful breeze that has entered the room. So, this is a let go and let God kind of card. We're surrendering to the higher power. Release, sacrifice, change in priorities. Pierce the veil of limited perception and avail yourself of higher consciousness. Give up dependence on ego motivation. Surrender to your deepest heart. Your true self desires expression. Suspend activity to cosmic law to cultivate samadhi, enlightenment, bliss. To know the divine consciousness of your pure being. Just being. Be here now. As you release from old patterns and renounce separation from divinity, you transcend ego attachment. Surrendering to divine essence does not mean giving up your power. Rather, it enables the embrace and expression of God and goddess power. Nice. Sometimes sacrifice requires giving up someone or something we hold dear. Be willing to forfeit one thing to attain something better. A sacrifice spiritually represents devotion, service, worship, and offering to the god or goddess. Consider placing the problem in divinity's hands and trust that the situation will resolve appropriately. Wow. So oftentimes we have this impulse for movement, and in actuality, that impulse is something that we should just stick with. We should just stay with. We should just experience that feeling rather than actually moving. And this is kind of a test, you could say. Uh, so, more. The next one, in terms of how others are influencing us at this time, Scorpio, it is the Ace of Swords. And I love this one. There are blue and zebra striped butterflies around a baby who is floating in a river of space. And this woman is touching either the reflection or reaching down to the baby Moses sailing on the Milky Way. And he is holding a sword. So it is the Ace of Swords, the beginning of ideas, visions, the very beginning. And this last card, I will say, the Hanged One, suggests that surrendering does not mean letting go of oneself and one's cravings entirely. It rather means, and feeling that loss, it rather means channeling the divine so that we are more filled than that loss leaves us. Discovering new ways to circumvent feelings of addiction and codependence and reliance. Channeling new ways. All right, so the next one, the Ace of Swords. The beginnings of the idea. Complete change of mind. New beginning, power, prosperity, rebirth. Seeds of success take root. Victory. Be aware. Clarify vision. And be open to a new paradigm. So let others give you ideas at this time, inspire you, open your eyes to new things that you want to delve more deeply into, and allow that vision to be crystallized and clarified and amped up. You need only be open to others' thoughts and communications and vibes and new ways of doing things, a shift in the paradigm, a shift in the energy, and it'll all come in. This will improve your abundance, Scorpio, more than anything else. It'll just, the simple decision to just feel the energy totally switch, totally change to AC to DC overnight, and you can just go with it, and you're okay. You know, it's something new. Because you're used to having your handle, you call it having a handle on reality, but actually it's just maybe sometimes a little dark, and it doesn't have to be. It can be a change of mind overnight. You slept well that night and all of a sudden your whole world's different. And there's like parts of your brain and your DNA that are just waking up and having tiger blood right now. And you can just go out there and hear what other tiger blood people have to say, and that's okay. And it changes shifts stuff. It amps it up. It makes it good. It makes it gel. And it allows that good karma to find you and just boost you. So, okay. So that is ourselves, the Hanged One, and others, the Ace of Swords. Let them bring you ideas if you're feeling stuck. Okay, and what can we do at this time? What do we need to be doing? And it's the Six of Pentacles, and we have this couple, and they're kind of in front of this priestess, and it looks like they're doing kind of a hand fasting type ceremony. Um, so one of them looks two spirits, and they're both kind of touching that pinnacle. They're going in business together. So let's see. This is the Six of Pentacles, which is really good because earlier we had this Three of Pentacles going in here. So this is like double abundance of what you're expecting, you know? So generosity, gifts, gratification, material gain, patronage, philanthropy, honor, blessings. Honor, blessings. So it's saying the best thing that you can do to help things along right now, Scorpio, is just be grateful. Be thankful. Be mindful of your abundance that naturally fulfills your life. The little things that make your life easier or make you smile a little bit. That's the best attitude, is gratitude right now. So, okay. Very nice. Very nice. Expect more generosity, gifts, gratification, material gain, patronage, and philanthropy than you set out hoping for. This is the artistic creative flow, and it ends up coming back to you in like a huge way. That triple triple law of karmic rewards, gains coming back. And finally, in our conclusion, is the universe card. And this is the world in traditional tarot, but the universe says even. So, universal creatrix, I am filled with your life. Now is love without condition, now is life in abundance, expressive of itself divine, now are desire and logos, one thought of union and with light, reflective of its glory. All right, so um, the word upright, completion, fulfillment, synthesis, self-actualized. You are victorious and expressive of divine love. Enjoy the play and display of universal consciousness. You will be triumphant in any endeavor. However, having mastered the limitations of material existence, you can effectively create your heart's desire. Go out and manifest, Scorpio. Administration of life realizes plans. Taking responsibility assures power, triumph, and prosperity. Self acceptance breeds self respect and reverence toward all sentient beings, as well as appreciation for all creation. Fully aware of who you really are, accept responsibility for expressing and realizing your potentials. Your true self guides your life synchronistically. So you will be right where you are meant to be, in the spotlight, gaining those gains, making the best manifest, um, keeping keeping a new awareness, a new light within, and realizing that wow, there is this bizarre divine plan. You may have, had to wait for your rewards, but they are coming now. They are on their way towards this huge completion. This huge cyclic completion is on its way for you, Scorpio, and you will be feeling all of the spiritual abundance and awakening and transformation just flood your life with positive things going on. Things that perhaps you had always thought maybe it was a little too much to ask for. It's going to be definitely finding you. And you deserve it. You worked hard for it. So, big changes that you have made are now coming into being. And so, for our Oracle cards from the Magical Mermaids and Dolphins deck, we have two because it just didn't feel right. Just one. And the first one is pay attention. Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield valuable information. Right there. So, this is a mermaid with a baby dolphin in one hand and kind of a juvenile dolphin in her tail, and she's kind of cradling them and playing with them, and it encourages us to notice little things and be mindful. Remember that mindfulness thing. So having an attitude of gratitude brings more prosperity into our lives. And then, just to back that up, just to make sure, we have the treasure chest. An unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now, Scorpio, the treasure chest. And it's a beautiful young mermaid who's looking into a glowing chest of golden treasure. And I love that card. She's so excited to find that. And so that is your other card. Notice repetitious signs and your inner guidance, as this can yield to valuable information. Pay attention. Heaven is giving you important messages, and by drawing this card, you are asked to pay extra attention to them. Notice conversations you overhear, comments made to you by others, and inner feelings and thoughts. Look for common threads among the signs, as they're forms of guidance to help you manifest your divine purpose and desires. It's not your imagination that heaven is sending you signs and divine guidance. Anytime you hear or feel something 3 or more times, especially within a short period, it's information worthy of your attention. These signs also give you feedback about your current belief system, since your thoughts attract mirroring experiences. Use these signs to heal beliefs that dishonor you and swim in the direction that your guidance points you. Cool. So each to their own conscience, and let's just swim away from that disempowering stuff. Notice the signs for ways to make ourselves happy and cut out anything that may be deceptive. And so the next one is also treasure chests. So, an unforeseen windfall of new abundance comes to you now. Your prayers for financial support have been heard, and assistance is here for you now. It comes in wonderfully unexpected ways. Remain in a state of gratitude that says that money is already here. even if there's no visible evidence of it yet. When you feel grateful before the demonstration of supply occurs, it reveals your faith. And your faith is the energy that draws riches to you without delay. Affirm frequently, thank you for all of the support, supply, abundance, and money that you bring me. I am grateful for these riches, which I use in divine ways to bring blessings to the earth. Your supply may show up in the form of money, or it may come as new opportunities, brilliant ideas, or gifts from others. Bless and honor heaven's gifts, however they come to you. Your gratitude ensures continual overflowing abundance in your life. So just remember that. Remember that our attitudes about abundance have a very big key to our happiness. And that money is not the root of all evil. That's a misquote. Money can help us create God's works on earth, create a heaven on earth to benefit our fellow man. And that an attitude of receptiveness to abundance is necessary for a reciprocal cycle and relationship to occur with the forces of the universe. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll subscribe to the Mystic Ashram Universal Navigator Guild channel. And thank you. It's been a pleasure reading for you. Take care. Till next time, I'm Dudamkar. Blessings. Satnam. You can reach me at dudamkar23@gmail.com.